Fucking, he's got a grinder premium. Lakers are up by 18, by the way.
Here in the north, the Yaller horn is about to sound and send two teams to battle here at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, Minnesota. The season's still just getting started. We're off in week 3. Kickoff taken at the 3. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35. Now after that return, we've got an injured player getting some assistance as we
Madden
momentarily
26
step
release
aside.
date leaked.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Overtime.
Throw right away. As a man, Justin Jefferson. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard
I'm surprised they didn't like try to argue with me more when we won that overtime game.
Opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. 3rd and short in your back pocket and get even
I think they understand the rocket sacrifice.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 43. No place to go. So
I mean, he switched.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Makes the grab in bounds left side. It's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings take a 6-0 lead right away. Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Vikings will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he found some running
Depends
room
on
for
if
a nice
people are
gain.
playing.
Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
Andy's always at work.
This is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the
Justin doesn't get on
importance of
nearly as much.
Not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins.
He takes a pop, and the ball comes out. And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play.
You know what separates good defenses from great? Good defenses find a way to get off the field. Great defenses find a way to take the ball away. What a great play to set their offense up with some mojo.
Throwing now, following the turnover. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete this one intended for the running back. So it's second down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Second and 10 now. He's going deep this time. Big gain downfield. Touchdown, Minnesota. Bates now for the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Vikings drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They're out and set. First and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. This ball's cut by Bowers.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game.
Look at my screen.
Great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
This is the dude that puts all the equipment on his guys.
Handoff on second and short. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before
Brock
he
Bowers got that neck roll.
A gain of a lone yard, but Brock, that's all they needed. First down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. They'll throw on first.
That should be a pick.
Defender arrives right as the ball does,
I knew he was
and
throwing it
knocks
the whole
free.
time.
Incomplete. Trying getting that one to Brock Bowers. And it sets up second down. Part of what's earned him status, Brock, is one of the league's better tight ends. Are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Throwing it again on second down. This one caught
Okay.
by C.D. Lamb. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
I'm sure coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few. He got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. He's dropping back to throw. Throw complete to Lamb. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot.
What other characters are there? Storm, Punisher.
Third down from the gun. Hits him on the out route. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
Throwing out to the left, cut. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Ivan Pace able to make the stop.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Second down now, 7 to go. From the 31.
It's honestly not bad for Memphis.
Got a man, Bowers has it. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options, and Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Vikings defense countering with a nickel look. Third down coming. He's going to throw this one.
I hate that. Is so dumb.
Touchdown, Dallas. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
That one splits the uprights. And the Cowboys chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Here's a return from the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. They'll take over at the 39-yard line. Nice return there.
Let me see if he lets me hit a deep shot again. Oh, I didn't realize this was the same formation I just scored out of. Whoops.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. He's trying to push the field.
Underthrown. Oh, so stupid, dude. Just have him beat.
And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I know I don't need to tell you,
Solid
partner, but
Boston.
if you're going to try to get aggressive, really
Yeah, check
push
that dude's
a throw
speed.
downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up,
What was his
especially
name?
as you go
I
20,
can wait
30,
for
40 yards down the field.
I think it was
Listen,
Anderson.
these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep downfield like that, it turns into a
Nick
50-50
Anderson,
ball.
87 speed.
They can make a play and take it away just as they did.
My dude has 96.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Setting up a throw. Finds him on the crossing
Yeah, but
route.
he just holds on to
And
it.
he's
3
able to
people
get
hitting
this
him at
down to
once.
the 36.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Flushed out of the pocket.
And he breaks the tackle.
He tucks it and takes off. And he takes it across the 30 before heading out.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense
No
and
comment.
defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
2nd and 4. Hits his running back. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
Sure showed off some mobility on that play. Got outside the pocket and easily found an open man.
Third and just 2 to go. Back to throw now. That's caught for the first. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
All right, set now, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. In the middle holes, they don't get anything on the run. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
This throw is caught. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front, able to give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
You ran it.
Backfield, and they give it to
You
him.
scary
And the
ass
defense is all over this
Okay.
one for a big loss.
mother.
And we will not see the field goal try just yet, as the clock has hit zeros on our first quarter. Neither side separating much so far. More from U.S. Bank Stadium after the break. Daniel Carlson on for this field goal try. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. In his 11th year, still knocking him through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Handoff now out of the gun. And it took a couple of guys to hold him down there after a gain of just 1.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Throwing off the play fake here. Connects on the crosser. He's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down. Pass play coming here. That's Jefferson. He's got it. Keeps it moving. He does it. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings now lead by 10. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. Point after up and good.
That one's getting clipped.
And the Vikings drive their lead to 11. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Lone back gets the handoff. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. We just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Double the distance to go after that holding call. It's now 1st and 20. He'll look to throw. Taking a deep shot here.
No, that is so, and he breaks the tackle. They just keep running. Even when the ball is in the air, they just run past it. You should have seen the touchdown I just scored. It was, I threw a curl to Jefferson. I had him one-on-one. He clicked on. I had him with a back juke, and I spun away from 2 guys. And I got like 30 more yards and scored. Oh, the 2 turn on his aggressive blocking.
Looks like this one's on the offense. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes them back quite a ways. And holding penalty is going to make 1st down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Trying to find Brock Bowers. And that makes it 2nd and long.
He's like only throwing to Bowers this game. He probably has like 100 yards already.
But this time, just couldn't hang on.
I think you'll see coordinators at times get away from something that's working. I like that they go back to them. Make them defend him and stop him. They did that time. My hunch is they'll look for that receiver again today.
He has like 3 good players on this team. Yeah, Bowers there for a touchdown there. Can you do that?
Anticipated the quick staccato pass there. It's knocked away. Incomplete. Clean breakup on that throw.
Parsons.
So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
That's a nice job there by the linebacker. He kind of looks like a cornerback on that, doesn't he? Perhaps those cover guys can have a little fun with him in practice this week because he looked like the DB right there, swatting the incompletion.
Here he is on 3rd and long.
He's trying to throw a pick.
Pass rush. Hit as he threw it. Leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
How old is Summer Rae?
And it is good. No problem.
Gotta be at least 30,
on the
right?
shorter attempt. And that brings the deficit back within a score. 8 points.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
He's gonna keep leaving the middle of the field wide open.
They'll throw to begin this drive.
That was bad by me. Yeah, I thought they were gonna push him to the right. Only 2 yards.
Play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Finally a rare win for them against this passing game, and a much-needed one to hopefully restore a little morale on that sidelines. 3 first-half touchdowns. They've been lit up like the 4th of July and really needed something that could be a foothold toward a little momentum before we get to halftime.
Tight end reels in the shallow throw. That's 16 on the pickup.
He's trying to do
That's gonna get the Vikings the first
a
down.
lot on defense.
Good offenses. Okay,
He's
good
trying to
play
blitz,
calling.
he's trying to
You
play
ought
match,
hear
he's
that
trying to
personnel. They know where they
disguise,
wanted
and
him.
it's just not
They wanted
working.
him in the
Sometimes
right
it does,
in space
sometimes
where
it
he
doesn't.
could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after.
Finds a man right side. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second.
I usually don't look after him after he makes his first break.
Space to take that shot downfield.
I think he's in cover for our man here.
From the 47.
Oh my God!
They're able to drop it.
Circle. I had
And that
circle.
pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
So for those of you keeping track, we get a solid
He's in
completion
match.
for decent
If I
yardage
just
on
stood
first, and then
still,
we
I
go
would have had
backwards
him.
on second.
I just
Hey,
got
I
impatient,
guess we
stepped
got
up.
a quality rubber match right here on 3rd down.
They'll throw on 3rd and long. Completed right side to Addison. And this is marked down right
He's got
along
mid
the
out a
goal
leader or
line.
whatever ability.
They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
You know, they call the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Nice work by the back here. Playing safety valve complete. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
I do just like slow down so he could get hit.
They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that
Done.
execution to move the chains. Now that
I'll get
third
him in
down
later.
call that they had ready, well, they can stick it right back in their pocket for a later
He can't stop me
occasion.
passing. I'm not gonna stop passing.
Shotgun snap. They're going to throw.
Oh my God! I had circle. We just have half a second.
And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air.
So-
How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Has his man. It's Addison. And they finally finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
Best receiving
That
core in the
chunk
league,
worth a
and
nice
it only got better.
21 yards. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down.
You got a septum piercing?
Working inside the red zone. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9.
Wasn't planning on doing that.
Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Second down, looking for options.
Oh my god, dude.
Warning here from Minneapolis. The Vikings.
My bell lineman hit the ground.
No connection on the last play, and out third
I
down.
knew he was blitzing. He's not blitzing now. He's trying to bait me.
Shotgun snap.
I don't know. He'll just come unblocked. He didn't even blitz. He just came unblocked.
And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of fourth down.
That sure ended up being worst case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down.
Give him some time. Let's see if he'll throw a pick.
Wasn't there? Just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand how to cut my losses and avoid such a negative play.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Airing it out to start this drive.
I knew he was trying to running back. Got stuck on Bowers.
It's incomplete. Looking for the back that time. And now it's second down.
He's just gonna sit in tight the whole time.
DB's best friend's pressure. That pressure earned
Just
that
sit in cover B.
incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last second attempt to get rid of it.
Yep.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Ivan Pace has got it.
It was coming. Sometimes you just gotta give people time before they have.
That's so cool. He really did it all for him, didn't he? First he forced the turnover, and then he set them up in a better spot with a really nice return. Yeah, he had designs on doing the scoring for him, too. One more move, and he might have broken it for 6.
Drive starts out with a first and 10. They'll try and throw it here. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but
Oh my god, dude, I know he's blitzing. I just need this half a second longer. He's got a drift or something.
They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last second attempt to get rid of it.
Second and 10 now.
You doofus, and you just fall down.
But he should have let it go. They're going to lose yards.
I had him for 15 yards if he doesn't flop to the ground.
Defensive buzzwords. Pursue. Effort. Run him down. Just a total effort defensively to knock that running back right out of bounds and put a negative yardage mark on the stat sheet.
Let's
This might
see
be a
what they
tutty
bring on
anyways.
third down. Receiver in motion, headed right. Third and long for him here. Caught near the goal line. And that's a Minnesota touchdown. Well, Brock, not much to say other than
And we left him more time before the half.
on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinical.
Why did they show
Be well prepared,
the Pope's dead body?
executing at a high level.
Bates has it all set up. Here
the
comes
news.
the kickoff. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So
I just saw a TikTok. Top 5 planets to live on in Star Wars, and they might have listed the bottom 5. They listed one that's only a desert, one that has toxic gas mines, one,
trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw.
I don't think so.
Pass is hauled in by the running back.
They put the Yoda one where he's just in a swamp. Korriban. I don't even know what that one is.
That's good for a
And
Cowboys
Mustafar
first
where
down.
Obi-Wan and Vader fought.
First down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Oh my God, he's trying to throw a pick.
Looking for his wide receiver there. So second down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route. And your
Did you watch the Clone Wars?
time to find and hit them with the throw. And the line
He's in
has to
that.
hold up, incompletions follow.
Clone Wars is actually really good.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Yeah, it's worth watching.
First time this
Like
game
it's
they
not
went to
even
him.
a kid's show like the others moments,
Facing
but
third and long.
I
it's
think if
very
you
good.
look up in
The
phase
ending,
and
the
defensive
last
encyclopedia,
4 episodes
that
are
is a picture-perfect
better than
form of it.
some
He
Star
was
Wars
all
movies.
over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. Fourth down coming up. The Cowboys setting out their punting unit.
Yeah. Maul was in Rebels too.
It is stopped after almost
Very
nothing on the
short,
return.
but
That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And they'll take over with minimal time remaining in the half.
Phantom Menace.
Down to 12 seconds before halftime as
Episode
they come
1.
to the line. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. Cuts it to the right sideline. And they catch
Yeah,
up to him, but
episode
not
4,
until
5,
he's
6
got a
came out
huge
first, and then
gain
1, 2,
and a
3,
first down.
and then 7, 8, 9. Episode 3 is the best, and they're about to have the 20th anniversary. It's about to be in theaters again.
Just one play into this
If you want to
drive,
go
and they're
watch it, I'll
already
go.
sitting on their own 45. Going to the ground again on first. And he stopped on a
No,
nice gain
not
on what is
that.
the final play of this first
That's
half.
it. Anakin's fall to the dark side.
That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, that
Yeah.
first half, certainly an interesting one.
That's
Kate
one of the
Scott
planets
Brock
this
here with you.
video listed
We
as
get
top
back
5 to
and see
live
what
on.
the second half has in store for us. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the
Mustafar.
kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half.
They
We've
also
got a
have,
touchback.
oh, I forget. I think it's the Obi-Wan series. One of the series they showed Darth Vader's castle. Like it used to only be like a comics thing, and then
First
they
and 10
finally put it
now from
on
the 30.
TV. You know, he built his castle on the planet that he got burned
And
down.
he's tackled after gaining a handful. Halfway there on first down. That brings
Death
up
Star got
second
destroyed.
drive.
This is a guy who, man, when he is in a group, when he is feeling it, you're just not going to bring him down with an arm tackle. You better buckle up. You need a textbook tackle on this guy. Wrap, grab some cloth, and drive him to the ground with all you've got.
Back-to-back carries here. And he'll get it up near the 38.
He's not. He's second in command. The Emperor is.
And they're set up with a manageable 3rd and 2.
Yeah.
Okay, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action.
And the galaxy
And
far,
C,
far away.
most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
They give it to him again. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a
Is
really
Andy getting
close
on?
measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
First and 10 from the 41. Back to the well again. And he fights his way forward to get this to the 45. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Yeah. I mean, there was before that. Like now they've added orange or yellow. But before that, there's only blue. red
Get
and
this
green.
down to the 33-yard line. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
I don't know. I don't know if I really believe that stuff. Like the reasoning for, I think, Samuel L. Jackson having purple is because he used some of the dark side in his fighting style or something.
And it's complete. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule.
Yeah,
Get a little something
that's
coming
probably
out
what it
of it,
was. Like red, I know is they pour all their
It's 2nd and 5.
hate, anger, whatever you want to call it, into it, and that's what turns it. But
From the 28. He gets a lot behind one. Deep down. Oh my.
no.
It's intercepted in the end zone.
Yoda's was green, although I guess he probably didn't use it
His first interception
in
of
the
our
thing.
season.
Luke's was green. His second one was green, the one he made himself. First one he got was Anakin's.
Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. Instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up.
But I don't think they show it on screen.
He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
As an offense in these situations, Kate, you could feel your own goal line, and you're not going to risk putting the ball in the air. So that means you're going to run it, and you're going to buy whatever breathing room you can.
Throwing with a blitz on the way. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete
I was about to throw a pick.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on 3rd. Dropping back to throw. He puts some power on a deep one left. Big gain downfield. Into the red zone. And he takes it in for the Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings push their lead further to start the half. Bates now for the point after.
Huh?
Right down the middle. It's good. And the Vikings continue piling onto this lead.
Kinda.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff.
Like how much work?
And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Throw complete to Lamb. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook.
What would you do?
Sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Most of the people watching will forget about that play in a couple minutes, but the coaches won't forget. He has that filed away the next time he really needs to pick up a few yards.
Back to pass on first and 10.
Well, and shovel pass, dude.
And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Motioning the tight end now. From the 48. He beams one deep right side. Oh no, they get him yet again.
Oh.
And the Vikings get it back after making their 3rd first-half interception.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And if
Finds a seam, left side, he's off to the races. And he'll bring it to the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings parlay the interception into points.
Knuckles.
Bates tacks out
You guys still be
the
friends with me if I had a tattoo.
And the Vikings grow their lead yet again.
But I mean, what kind of question is that?
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff.
I don't not like tattoos.
And he just sends it over the end
It's not
zone.
on.
No threat of a return
Yeah.
at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive.
Josh, you should get on
They're
LinkedIn
out and set. First and 10.
for your career.
Right up the gut. Oh, what a
Yeah.
stiff arm.
That's some good
And he's
experience,
brought
honestly.
down after a nice gain and a first down.
offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
He's about to
An
quick.
alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it second down.
I think we're seeing why this defense likes him in coverage. He reacts so well to throws and is even more adept in breaking up those passes.
They go play action here. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down.
Well, he needed another second to
I would
deliver
fall
the throw
asleep
he
in the
wanted
car,
to. You gotta give a lot of
driving
credit
around.
that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Here he is on third and long. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. They rip off a huge chunk of field as the downs reset.
Man, I love that effort. Adding as
My
much
eyes
as
get
possible that catch.
my eyes get heavy on the drive to work in the morning.
That's called yards.
That's
after
25
catch.
minutes.
And it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
No way did he just
And
throw
they
that.
kick him off again. Ivan Pace has got it. And the Vikings are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
Christmas music.
Oh, man, Brock, they decided to air it out in pursuit of a touchdown that time, but it's intercepted, and the visit to the red zone comes up empty.
And that one stings, Kate. It really does. You have a limited opportunity that looks in that close, particularly as we get through the second half. But once you get, you have to finish with points.
Offense ready to begin this drive. First and 10. Drive starts with a carry by White. And he'll be brought down along the 25-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down.
I don't know, Kate. I didn't think he had it. That back did. He knew exactly where he had
This
to
dude
get
got
it.
excited
First
when
down.
you started
It's a
listing your
fire
hours.
Signals. First down.
And they've got themselves another first and 10. Here's White again. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Give him 9 yards. He almost
At the
moved
Walmart.
chains there. It's going to be second and 1. Again, this is
You got a
White.
company logo on your car?
And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. It's a gain of 4. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. Hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Do you carry horses?
New set of downs for him at the 38.
What color is it?
They'll run here on first down. It's a great extra effort to keep that run going for a nice gain. Call it 9 yards. Looks like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1. It's White on the give. And he's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. It's a gain of 4 there. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's the Vikings with it to begin the 4th, and this game entering blowout territory.
You ever trip getting into the back?
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. The give now to White.
Oh, you don't want to wait for me?
And he's able to work this down to the 41.
I'm chewing clock.
That brings up 2nd and 2.
So much to like about that.
Yeah, wait 8 minutes.
The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Yeah,
And he's dropped just short of the mark.
yeah, you can't just work now and play the game in 8 minutes.
Positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Another carry for him. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that first down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
First down, and they go right back to him. And that's good yardage with a new
Thank
set
you.
of downs.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now, it's
I don't like that nickname.
Go push that
What does Andy
envelope
say?
and get
I don't like this.
1st and 10, it's a gift
What
to
are you, a
White.
4-year-old?
And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Running on 2nd with White. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. They pick up 1 on the run. Need more, though. That takes him to 3rd and 5.
He is not
Try and
playing
pick this up
Venom.
on the ground. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
Ask for a little bit more on that one. Ask that running back to come up with more than he's used to on 3rd down. He made it look like just another day at the office. I wouldn't expect every conversion to go as smoothly. He sure made that one look routine.
And he only gets this one down to the 9. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to leave him with 3rd and 3. Here's the handoff. And he's
Oh my God.
just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Couldn't get that first down.
Out is Jake Bates, ready to try to knock this through. This is a chip shot from the left hash. Bates' kick is up and good. And the lead continues to grow and grow.
Another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line.
You just kept yoinking him.
Get this drive started. 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
The only thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. And he found some running room for a nice gain. That's going to go down as a gain of 7. Now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
The handoff on 3rd and short. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
2-minute warning.
Give now to the running back. And he runs this up close to midfield at about the 48. They get 6, and we've reached the 2-minute warning. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. Brought in inside the 20. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
And he drives forward for a little, maybe to the 7.
Get off, Spider-Man.
On the totes. It'll bring up 2nd down. Hand off to the back. And he's brought down real close to that.
You should learn Magneto.
A solid gain of 6 there. It's going to be 3rd and just a yard.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet. But let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently.
And this is all for
If you're just trying to get a quick head off to finish somebody, that's it.
The Cowboys putting up points in a game decided.
You're supposed to keep jumping,
Now, this
too.
one has been a long game, no doubt.
You
but
move
hey,
faster.
something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate. And I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
The Cowboys offense remains on the field. They're going to line up and go for 2 here. They'll try to run it in. And he's into the end zone again, so he gets them the touchdown and the 2, and single-handedly shaves 8 points off that lead. The Cowboys all ready for the kickoff, and here we go once again. Starting from the 5.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
He's pretty easy. You just gotta be peeling
Victory
if they're
formation here.
backlining.
Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down.
They just gotta peel if they're backlining.
Defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here.
They could stop the clock now if they choose. In the final moments of the game, every second counts. If you're going to call a timeout, you want to be right next
My
to that
game
official
is
signaled
over.
in just as that knee goes down.
So they are indeed kings in the
Did you
north
get your
as the
email yet?
Vikings